keep expanding. So he's going to have to make some turrets and a planetary around here. I love the turret placement, by the way, over here on the map.
He realizes that, hey, guess what? If Protoss gets to this point of the game and has DTs everywhere, you are in some trouble. You're going to have to use so many scans. You don't really want to make a Raven, so he has already made those turrets. Really intelligent move.
Nice. He's going to send the Dark Temple over here to punish this expansion. Now, he's sending SCVs over here. That's to free up supply. That's not a mistake by any measure. You can only make 200 supply in StarCraft 2. Now, incontrol is within the turf here of his opponent, Major. Here we go.
Nice EMPs going off, and Major stimming in now, running back.
Everything's EMP'd.
Oh, man, he has a lot of Vikings, but they're attacking the Phoenixes, Tasteless. The Colossus still doing a ton of damage.
He's now cleaned up, though. The Phoenixes, all the Colossus will die, as will, I believe, the rest of incontrol's army.
And wow, look at that. Everything going down. Those cloaked ghosts doing a lot of damage and a lot of great EMPs. A lot of Vikings left over. And all the expensive units of Major are basically still around.
Now, interestingly enough, incontrol is taking this base. He could get back into this. He may expand again here soon. The DT now moving over here. Looks like he was ready for that. Talk about snap call stim.
Yeah, Major is everywhere, man. He is, so good. In fact, his APM right now is StarCraft 2 APM at 220. So that's like 40% less than what the actual APM is.
As you can see, this DT should not pick a fight with a planetary, but they're both trying to remass up. It's going to be a race. Does Major know? He does not know about this expansion. He can presume that this one's been taken here. But this one's more pivotal.
That battle would not have been so bad for incontrol if he had maybe gotten all the Ghosts or all the Vikings or all the medevacs, but those are the units that lived through it. As long as his Marines and Marauders dying, Terran can replace them very easily. It's those other more expensive units that come out of more expensive buildings that are really hard to replace, and that's what incontrol lost. He lost a lot of Colossus.
Brother Major now knows about this location. He has to make a tough decision. Is he prepared to attack here? And at what angle does he attack? And as I say that, the necessary defense is warped in. So the only way to take that out would be to bring a huge chunk of your army there. Meanwhile, SCV is being transferred to the planetary with a ton of mules.
Well, Tasteless, incontrol is actually playing brilliantly. Despite losing that huge army, he still has great upgrades. 3-3 has just finished. He's even getting the +1 plasma shields, which is actually a good upgrade, even though no one ever gets it. And he's remaxing. He's almost there at 174 supply. He's got a lot of bases going on. In fact, a very similar amount to Major. So he is absolutely still in this game.
Tons of Marauders and Marines, Ghosts, Vikings gathering in the center. I cannot believe how many Ghosts there are. This map is like actually haunted. I can't believe that.
He has 15 Ghosts, Tasteless.
DT over here. Scans, takes care of that. I think incontrol might want to be using more DTs. Major, I'm surprised he isn't dropping a little bit more as well.
I think he was afraid of those Phoenixes, so he just stopped and got out of the rotation of doing that. But the Phoenixes are gone, Tasteless.
Note also for Major, he's going to be in some trouble. The only locations he can really take are here, or this location down here that's just pretty messy to get to. Here we go, a battle coming.
15 Ghosts on the way, all cloaking.
No observer in sight.
EMPs all over everything, trying to go over those Ghosts. Oh, he gets the High Templars. One Sidestorm getting off, and so many Ghosts with nothing going on. Every Colossus goes down, and Major just destroying the army of incontrol.
Incontrol, he may not be able to recoup from this. He moves in there. This expansion, inadequate defense. Right now, reinforcements coming, but again, there is no observer in this group. The Ghosts can cloak the ones that have the energy at least, and there's not much he can do. We may be seeing a GG here as incontrol trying to regroup, trying to get some kind of a solution here as this expansion, which is even harder for him to defend at this point in time, Major is rapidly closing in on.
Yeah, he certainly is, Tasteless. This is getting just so exciting right now. Still has all his Ghosts all over the place.
I got to say, this is a rough situation. Incontrol may think the Major's the princess, but right now Incontrol looks like the queen.
Tasteless, we do have a nuke being made right now.
And I look at this. He's just going to go in here and assassinate the Templar. will attempt to.
He's gonna try
Control
to.
pulled it back.
These Marauders want him so bad. Nice side storm going off. Major
And
does dodge though.
Can Incontrol save this? He has to do something. Colossus on the high ground.
All those units are already damaged from all the stimming, and blinking up onto the high ground, very nice move, but does he actually have enough here? Major does not care about these units all that much.
I gotta say, I cannot believe Incontrol has not only done that, but managed to get down here to Major's command center.
Very nice move, but
he is really not failing to impress me here. He does come down here, at least deny that, but there are no SCVs at this location, which has kind of been a humorous location throughout this game since it's not going away and it's not being spotted. And look here, planetary fortresses will soon be constructed in the center of the map.
Oh, man.
But if he does do planetary fortresses, it means these locations down here are not going to be, what should I say, I guess accessible for the Protoss player to get to. Meanwhile, Protoss can still get this location. So although this is pretty sexy, what Major's doing, I don't know if bunkering himself in on the map like this is, I think it's a bit myopic.
It may very well be, Tasteless, and I hear a nuke. It is up here, Tasteless.
Thank God I found it in time. There's a nuke.
Here we go. Will Incontrol move those probes? I don't think he knows
I don't
about
think he knows where it is.
He's even warping in units right near it.
Oh! Losing a ton of probes.
Forest fire, Tasteless.
Forest fire. Someone called a fire truck.
Control right now being chased across the map by Major. Still making a lot of Colossi, but there are a lot of Vikings in here as well. Look at all these ghost tastes. A ton of ghosts are back here.
This, I think, I don't know if you can really recover from this.
Oh, man,
he's basically lost the meat in his army. Although that was a nice storm on all those ghosts.
Oh, all of them in the deep, deep red right now. If you could just get one more storm off on those ghosts.
You know, a lot of this game just goes back to this expansion right over here and not finding it in time. Major taking a risk that paid off in dividends.
And it looks like this may be the end, Tasteless. 81 supply to 188. Over 100 supply more on Incontrol. And Incontrol just with nothing left, man. He has 78 minerals right now.
And when he gets down to the production facilities here, that will be game.
And dropping a ton of mules once again right into that photon cannon. Taking out the Archon.
Moving on, 1 DT here. I do believe, though, that this game is over. The DT coming over here, he will get some SCVs. But again, at the end of the day, if you don't have these structures here, you can't make stuff. And in StarCraft 2, stuff is pretty good. So all these gateways are going to go down. And I would expect GG. I know we said that once or twice here, but I think this case it's for reals.
Well, Incontrol is still trying to hold on. He will clean up these Marauders. But there is another force moving out to Incontrol's last mining base. And, well, I guess he actually still has that third base, doesn't he? So Incontrol, he's not letting go, Tasteless.
He's not letting go, I got to say. This guy is a trooper. But as this Nexus does go down, he should be in good shape. I mean, well, the probes are not going to get there in time, nor the Zealots.
And Major, you know, he's still up 167 supply to 71. Incontrol in a terrible spot still.
He did have to relocate the space over here. The only mining locations here for Major are this and this.
Yeah, that's quite true. So
that's actually quite true.
It's one mining location against two.
And part of the problem with that is that he made these 3 planetaries here in the middle of the map when he had the opportunity to be aggressive and continue to consume the map.
Yeah. So more ghosts being made by Major. He has a huge amount of gas still, Tasteless, 2,000 gas. So he is focusing on making ghosts, which, you know, they're not as gas heavy as they used to be, but still cost quite a bit.
Incontrol is really impressing me here. I mean, he's so close to being dead throughout this game, but is managing to find a way to slip through and stay alive.
He is a scrappy player. In fact, even using probes now to pick off a lone Marauder there. The other two, though, they're angry about their friend falling to probes.
Meanwhile, we have this army continuing to maneuver around the map, Vikings scouting around. Does Major know? He does not know about this base over here. I think he's waiting for his opponent to leave. The orbital now moving.
You know, that's a problem, Tasteless. You have to always try all game long, or players like Incontrol can form a comeback. He's a sneaky snake. He has got a lot of Zealots with great upgrades right now, but he definitely does need more than that.
Can Incontrol keep this location alive long enough to muster the defense necessary to defend against an army of this size. This is essentially a maxed army that's going up against an army with a supply of 91.
That is quite true. In fact, right now he has a nuke and 13 ghosts. This is pretty scary right now. That one ghost running away.
He will take out this Nexus here.
incontrol coming in with the last of his units. Those will not be enough, though.
This was quite an epic game. Another nice EMP. GG. 2-0. Unbelievable. Give it up for both these guys. They played incredibly well. Major really did a good job of controlling the pace of that game. I'm blown away.
He did. A lot of ghost play, good micro, good strategies. I really liked making that expansion against the very fast expansion of incontrol. When we saw that, he was like, well, you know, you're probably not going to pressure me for very long. Probably going to go for Colossus quite quickly. It's very good on this map. So really good decision-making by him. JP going in, congratulating the young player.
Look, I think on that map, doing the hidden command center, that's one of the best strategies. Well, I guess I should actually, let me put it like this. If you're going to go hidden command center, that's one of the best maps to do it on. It's not necessarily the best strategy, but employing that strategy on that map, that's one of the best ones you can do it on. incontrol did end up losing that game down 0-2. The first game, much less impressive than the second. Although I got to give the guy credit, he was really doing a good job.
incontrol is a great player,
staying alive in the game.
There's no question. This match could have gone either way. And that second game, incontrol really showed his skill. He almost broke him in the first game, but the 4 barracks after expansion against that, as long as you use those Marines well, it's very hard to break through. That second game, though, man, it was pretty awesome.
It was pretty impressive. Well, don't go too far away. We're going to have an interview here after this very short commercial here at